What if I told you you're about 20 minutes away from one of the best meals you've ever made? I'm talking about this simple stuffed salmon. It's festive, nutritious, packed with flavor. It is company worthy. I can't wait to show you. Let's go. Turn on the oven to 400 degrees, and meanwhile, we're gonna start by working on our spinach, which is part of our delicious filling for the salmon. Drizzle a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. And don't be alarmed. We have a lot of spinach here, but that will wilt down to a very small amount once we cook it up in the olive oil with our shallots and our garlic. We're gonna start with our shallot, 2 to 3 minutes or so. We're just looking for them to soften just a tad. Now going in with some garlic, already creating beautiful flavors. Okay, going in with the spinach, and you may have to kind of like do a small bunch at a time to be able to fit it all, which is fine. It'll cook down. And quick tip, to help it out, you can cover for just a quick few seconds, and that will trap the steam and really wilt the spinach pretty quick. Okay, see what I'm saying? Then we go in with some more. It's wilting easily here. You just kind of toss it around for a little bit. It's gonna start releasing some juices, so you're gonna wanna make sure that you drain it before you add it to the filling we're using in the salmon. There we go. We're gonna take it off the heat, put it through a mesh strainer to get rid of the extra liquid. Here you're gonna just use the back of your spoon, spatula, or whatever you used. This is all juices from the spinach and the onion. So you want to make sure that you push down on it, get rid of as much of this juice as possible. All right, we're gonna work on the filling now. We have a bunch of beautiful flavors going in. We're gonna start with our spinach that we just wilted and drained. We're gonna put that right on our cutting board right here and chop it up. Easy. Going in 1 medium bowl. The recipe calls for preserved lemons. If you can't find those, or if you haven't made them already, you can fry up some lemon rings, and I have shared that recipe before, but fried lemon rings are the easiest thing. You just slice up a lemon and then gently fry it in some extra virgin olive oil, and that will give you a similar flavor or vibe to the preserved lemon. So we're gonna chop these up as well, and that will give our filling some beautiful tang. And we're also adding some roasted bell peppers. If you haven't roasted your bell peppers, you can use some from a jar, no big deal. We're trying to make this fancy meal one that you can make any night of the week. Personally, I could serve this for the holidays. You're gonna see how gorgeous it is. Drain these roasted peppers as well. Especially if you're using roasted peppers from a jar, they're gonna be pretty liquidy. They're gonna be a lot of liquid that you wanna get rid of. So you're gonna do the same thing by pushing them through a mesh strainer. There we go. We've also chopped up some capers, and we have a little bit of Greek yogurt to kind of bring this party together and give some creaminess to our filling. It's not a ton. About 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt goes right in here. And then we're gonna use a little bit of Aleppo pepper flakes. Aleppo pepper has a little bit of a kick, but it's also got some tangy sweet undertones. It's delicious. So we're gonna add that in here. And you can find Aleppo pepper over on the MediterraneanDish.com. Just hit the shop tab. I promise you this will be one of the most used spices in your drawer. And then let's season with a pinch of kosher salt and black pepper. Not too much. We've got enough flavor, tang from the capers, the lemon rings. So it's really a gorgeous mixture of things here that will be our filling for the salmon. For a recipe like this, you want to work with center cut salmon, the thickest that you can find, because you want to be able to create a pocket for this filling. So center cut salmon, and then I cut up into 4 equal pieces. We're going to go ahead, take the salmon, and then just kind of put the palm of your non-dominant hand on top and cut a small slit carefully right in the center here, because you are creating essentially a little pocket for the filling. All right, that looks good. And repeat with the rest. Come to kind of the middle where it's quite thick, and carefully run a small chef's knife through to make an open cavity or a pocket. All right, you can grab a pan or a baking dish or whatever you have. I'm just gonna use my cast iron and give it a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Brush that up. And then next we're gonna go ahead and season the salmon, and we're gonna stuff it and put it in here. Salt and pepper on all sides and even in the cavity. Keep one hand clean as you're working. We are almost there, you guys. Working with one salmon fillet at a time. Open it up, spoon in the filling as much as you can fit in. The filling is plenty for all four, so don't be shy with it. And then just set it right in your baking dish or baking pan. And I'm smelling the filling and it smells delish. And if you're working with like too thin a salmon, someone who made this recipe gave us a great tip. You can use the stuffing right on top of it as well. For me, I like a little more olive oil on top, just kind of a drizzle and brush that, and then you can stick it in the oven. Who says you couldn't make a fancy salmon in like 15 minutes? Who says? Oven at 400 degrees, we're going to go in for about 12 to 14 minutes. All right, let's see. Ooh, baby, this is looking good. Perfection. Look how festive this is. I added a few lemon wedges because that's how we serve it, but man, I can't wait to dig in. This gorgeous flaky salmon. Oh man, this is so good. Just so tender. Let's see how I did. This is really good. I'm serious. And it looks gorgeous, and it was so easy to do. I mean, I think this is the dish to prepare when there is a special occasion and you don't want to fuss too much. As always, the recipe is up on themediterraneandish.com. Stick around for the next video with another easy recipe you can make soon. I will see you later. Ciao.